Before you put 32 PSI in your tires, stop right there, because that normal number most people use could actually be wearing out your tires faster, reducing your fuel economy, making your car harder to control, and in some cases, increasing your risk of a blowout. And the craziest part? Most drivers think 32 PSI is correct. In this video, I'll show you why 32 PSI is one of the biggest tire myths, where to find the real pressure your car needs, and how this small mistake could quietly cost you a lot of money. So watch carefully, because if you're doing this wrong, your car is paying the price every day. Section 1. The 32 PSI myth. Let's be real. Almost everybody says 32 PSI. At friends, just use 32, bro. At gas stations, 32. Online, 32. So people start believing it's the perfect number for every car. But here's the truth. 32 PSI is not a universal tire pressure. It's just a common number that happened to work on some vehicles. That's it. It's not magic. It's not standard for every car. And for many modern vehicles, it's completely wrong. Section 2, where the real answer is. If you want the correct tire pressure, don't guess. Your car already gives you the exact answer. Open your driver's side door and look for the sticker on the inside frame. That sticker shows the correct PSI for the front tires, the correct PSI for the rear tires, the correct tire size, and important load information. This is the number your car was designed to use. It was tested by engineers specifically for your exact model, not some random average. Your car, your setup, your correct PSI. Section 3. Don't trust the tire sidewall. Now here's where a lot of drivers make a huge mistake. They look at the tire itself and see something like max pressure 44 PSI. Then they think, okay, I should feel it close to that. No, that number is not your recommended pressure. It only means the tire can safely handle up to that maximum under certain conditions. It does not mean that's what you should drive with every day. If you feel too close to the max, your tires can become too stiff, your grip can drop, and your ride quality can get worse. So remember this simple rule. Tire sidewall equals maximum limit. Door sticker equals correct daily pressure. Section 4. What low pressure does to your car. When your tires are underinflated, they start flexing too much. That may not sound serious, but it causes a chain reaction. Low tire pressure means more rolling resistance, more heat buildup, more strain on the engine, and more fuel being burned. It also causes slower steering response, longer stopping distance, extra wear on the outer edges of the tire, poor cornering stability, and a much higher chance of tire failure at highway speed. That's why low tire pressure is one of the most dangerous things drivers ignore. And if your car needs 36 PSI, but you keep putting in 32, then yes, you are driving underinflated every single day. Section 5. Too much air is bad too. Now don't make the opposite mistake either. A lot of people hear this and think, okay, I'll just put in more air to be safe. That's also wrong. Overinflated tires can cause reduced contact with the road, a rough, uncomfortable ride, poor traction in rain, center tread wear, weaker braking performance, and less control during emergency maneuvers. Your tire needs the right amount of pressure, not too low, not too high, just correct. Section 6. Why modern cars often need more than 32 PSI. Today's cars are heavier than older cars. They have more safety features, bigger bodies, more electronics, more weight overall. That means they often need higher tire pressure than people expect. A lot of modern vehicles need 34 PSI, 35 PSI, 36 PSI, sometimes 38 or even 40 PSI. So if you automatically use 32 just because it sounds normal, you may be driving with the wrong pressure all the time without even realizing it. Section 7. Small difference, big effect. Here's something most drivers don't realize. Even a 3 or 4 PSI difference can change how your car feels. A few PSI can affect tire wear, steering feel, braking, fuel economy, ride comfort, road noise. That's why some people complain that their car feels heavy, rough, unstable, or less efficient, when the real problem is simply their tire pressure is wrong. Such a small number, but a huge difference. Section 8. How to check tire pressure the right way. If you want to do it properly, here's the correct method. 1. Check your tires when they're cold. Best time: early morning, before driving. 2. Use a digital tire pressure gauge. They're cheap, easy, and more accurate. 3. Follow the driver door stick. Always use that number. 4. Check front and rear separately. Some cars need different PSI front and back. 5. Don't forget the spare tire. Most people never check it until it's too late. 6. Check once every month. Temperature changes can make tire pressure drop or rise fast. This simple habit can save your tires, improve safety, and help your car perform better. So before you ever put 32 PSI in your tires again, check your door sticker first. Because 32 PSI is not the rule. It's just a myth that too many drivers still believe. And now you know better. If this video helped you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, because on this channel, we expose the car mistakes that most drivers never notice until it costs them money. Drive smart, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.